Okay, ladies. I'm so excited to meet you. I just started with Invisalign, so I have a little bit of a list. I'm trying to be better at speaking with them on. My dentist told me to keep them on. She's also a FemCity Miami member, so I have to listen to what she says. So forgive me, I'm really trying hard. I know there's no judgment here. But anyway, I am Violet Dayal, the founder of FemCity. I'm so excited that you're here. We have been around for now 16 years. I cannot believe it's going to be 16 years this year. So we've been around the block. We have been around for a while, and I'm so excited. In many ways, I feel like we're just getting started. So today I'm going to walk you through the website. I'm going to share with you where I would spend time and using our resources. I also got a slew of questions. I'm going to put them in the chat. Some of you submitted questions when you signed up. So I'm going to put some here. And that's just to keep me on track to make sure I respond to everyone's questions. I am recording this, so you'll have the opportunity to watch the replay. I'm going to post it in our Facebook group after, and then I'll email it out on Sunday as well. So you'll have it a couple of, all over the place in case you want to watch it again. It is a lot of information. We've been around for 16 years, and some of our members have been around with us. And so we're constantly thinking about ways that we can help and do more. Lynn and I and Kyra, pretty much every week we meet and we talk about what more can we do for our community. We are membership driven and focused, which means our revenue stream is through our membership. So our members are our boss. We want to make sure that we serve them and we are there for them, because that is the reason why we're here, is through membership. That's the only reason. If we didn't have any membership, we would not even exist. So I thank you so much. If you've already joined FemCity, I thank you so much, because of you joining FemCity makes it possible for us to do the good work that we do. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to kind of walk through everything. I'm going to pause in between to see if you have any questions. If you are really shy and you don't feel comfortable in asking a question, just put it in the chat when I'm not sharing my screen and direct it towards me, and I will answer your question without mentioning your name. I always want you to feel comfortable and safe. I meet with our community every Tuesday. So next week is Get to Know FemCity, and then the Tuesday after that is group coaching. That's when you can come pick my brain. We can noodle on projects together. So every single Tuesday, for the most part, for the first 4 Tuesdays of the month, you have me. So if there is a question that you forget right now, but then you remember at 2 in the morning, you can hop on with me next Tuesday and ask that as well. So everyone good for me to share my screen? Okay, let's get started. All right. So I'm going to start the FemCity website. I'm going to close this screen down. So the first thing you want to do is, whether you are a free community member or a business member or a Founder Circle member, you want to make sure you're logged in. So here is our login button. I know that I'm logged in because it says your account details. If it said login, it would mean that you have to log in. So specifically, if you're a business and a founders, in order to access the portals, you'll have to be logged in. So we're going to walk through the portal in a second. The homepage is a great little cheat sheet area, because the homepage has pretty much whatever we have coming up. So as an example, these are our local events that we have coming up this week. I post about them every Monday on Instagram. I post about them on the Facebook group. I also send out an email every Sunday with a lineup of what we have coming up. So if you are looking for a way to kind of capture what we have coming up every week, the Sunday email is the one to review, because it has also our virtual programs. In essence, what FemCity does is we create a community for women locally and globally, where we come together and support each other. You don't have to be a business owner. You don't have to be a career woman. You can be someone who just graduated from college. You can be someone who has been a teacher for 30 years and retired and looking for your next new venture. You can be someone who has multiple businesses. So we have programs for all women. We just want to make sure that we have the community that will support whatever you want to create in your life. So you'll see a lot of wellness topics. You'll see a lot of personal development topics. You'll see a lot of business development and also career. We kind of really create programs for all women. So this week we had, as an example, for those in our founders program, we had office hours with Laura Waite. Today, I'm teaching this, so that's what we're on. Tomorrow, we're going to do a little kind of info session about our Cecily trip. Tomorrow, we have virtual networking. And so you can kind of see what we have going on. If you're a business member, anything that says business is for you. If you're founders, that's the one for you. So that's how you can tell the difference between those. And then we also have online classes. So yesterday, Parrish Wilson from our founders program, she taught a great class about the power of journaling. That's obviously a class for all women. That's a great, it was a great class for 2025. And she's also a professional writer. She's a published author, and she's a copy editor, and she helps women craft their messaging through beautiful copy. This was last week, building a morning routine for success. And then this one was Helen Snell, who's also a digital maven, finding your voice through social media. That was what she taught. And then I taught this one last week. We kind of walked through designing your year for 2025. So we always have something available, and then also in the self-guided worksheets as well. So this is actually a kind of a template, a worksheet for you to walk through your goals for 2025. These, if you are logged in and you're a business and a founders member, you'll be able to access them. So in essence, you just click on it and say you want to take this class, and you'd be able to see that you'd be able to take the class. It's got what you learn, and then it has the video there. So that's kind of like a cheat sheet of what you'll find. And then below, it's just our blog. If you want to go ahead and get inspired, we do try to interview our presidents and our founder circle members, or those that are change makers in the community. And then here below are kind of our programs and retreats. So there's nothing else on our page for the most part. We are certified. This is a big deal. We are 100% women run and 100% women owned. So we have that recognition as well. So at the top, this really probably doesn't apply to you unless you want to learn more about the different memberships. So I'm not going to spend time there. This is about us. If you want to see what press we've gotten, if you want to see our media kit, I'm not going to spend too much time there. I will spend time on this locations page because we have a location for every single woman. I know that was one of the questions that I got in. The first place that I would start if you just joined FemCity, whether you are a free community member or a business member or a founders member, this is where I would start. I would reach out to your local president and introduce yourself. Even if you've been a part of FemCity for years, or maybe you just joined today, I would definitely just start here, reaching out to her and saying, hey, you know, my name is so-and-so, this is what I do. I'm excited to get to know and make friends and build my referral network. That's the best place. If you hover over their name, you'll get their email. If you hover over learn more, click, you'll go ahead and be directed to their local webpage. So that is the first place I would start. We also do offer grants. So we're giving out 3 small business grants in the month of March for our anniversary. There's still time to apply. So if there's something that you are working on, but you need some extra funds, please go ahead and take a look at our grants. We also have a scholarship program. So if you know someone who cannot afford FemCity, even though we priced it so that every woman can afford it, it's always $15.99 unless it's on promo, or $150 for the year. We do want to make sure that FemCity is accessible to all women. That has been our focus since 16 years ago. So if you do know someone, or you yourself are going through financial challenges, please be sure to apply to our scholarship, which is located in our footer. Community members, what you get is you get access to our local chapter events. You also get access to my free monthly workshop. This is a pure educational workshop. There's no sales pitch. It's really just me teaching. I love to teach. So you have access to that. I will say if you attend a chapter event, you will pay probably $15 to $20 more because our business members get the events at a discount. So that's part of their benefits. Once you go into your business portal, this is a great place to learn. Welcome page. It has the kind of tips on how to get started. This is a list of all of our local chapter events. So you can click on here and you can kind of see what's going on. If you're in Miami, if you're in Philadelphia, if you're in Albuquerque, the best thing to do is go directly to your local webpage, femcitymiami.com, femcityphiladelphia.com, and you can find those in the locations page. That's going to be the easiest because it's going to have your local events coming up, your local president, and also the local team. This is more if you're traveling or if you're wanting to share it with friends. This will kind of share with you what we have going on. It's really easy to register. You click on it. It's a button to click. It's like everything else, right? You just kind of register. super simple. It should take you like 30 seconds. I always recommend registering because you want them to know that you're going so that there's always a seat for you at the table. If they don't know you're going, they may set up and not have your seat there. So just make sure that you do register. Every Monday we have a class for you. That could be a personal development, it could be a career development, it could be a wellness topic. We're talking more these days about menopause. Monday classes are always great. As you can see, we taught one for the power of journaling. The week before, we did one on creating a successful early morning routine. And then before that, Helen Snell taught the class on finding your voice. Tuesday sessions are with me. If you click on this button, it'll have a list of what you can find for Tuesdays. Wednesday networking. Every Wednesday, you have the opportunity to network with other women around the globe. This is a lot of fun. It's about 30 minutes long. You have 2 minutes to share a win, gratitude for another woman, and an ask what you need help with. And of course, you'll have the opportunity to pitch your business if you do have one, or your position in your corporate environment. Thursday is new. This is office hours. So every Thursday you have an expert on hand in case you're noodling on a project. You have a question about which headshot to use, which slogan, how does your resume sound? Whatever questions you have, we always have an expert for you on Thursdays. Of course, the monthly class, you have access to that. The classes we already talked about that are in the library. If you click on the library and you kind of want to see what other classes we've had taught, you can kind of see how to create your avatar, origin stories. That was a great one. I taught that class. I loved that one. The blueprint for joy, releasing emotional blocks. So you see, it's kind of a varied, even like, designing your home. This was a designer that's in our founders program. There's always something for you. And if there's something that you want us to teach, please reach out and let me know. I would love to put it together. We're trying to work on a YouTube series for April. So it'll be a 4-week YouTube class that will help femmes create a YouTube channel with all the successful tips from an expert. We do have this how to launch and grow a business. This one is a little outdated. We had it done a couple of years ago. We're actually working on doing it again this year. So if you look at that, some of the classes are coming soon, but there are some good classes there. Group coaching is the fourth Tuesday of every month. You have that with me. It's a small group like this. We kind of chat with ideas, pick my brain. That came about because I had so many members that were like, oh, I'd love to hop on a call and pick your brain. Now we do it once a month. You also get featured in our directory. So please, if you are a business member or a founders member, please create your directory listing. And then we also do coffee chats. Coffee chats are really great. We have you meet with another member through Zoom or through your mobile or in person. And you share what you're working on. She shares what she's working on, and you think of ways to come together. So if you click on that page, it will just share with you the details. For those in our founders program, the founders program is our more premium membership. It's not for everyone, but this is more of an accelerated program. We meet Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I personally meet with them on Mondays for roundtable and mentorship. And we meet on Wednesdays for small circles, support circles, coffee chats, more roundtable as well. Thursdays are creative hour, where you hop in, you work on your creative, whether it's writing, creating content. And then Tuesdays, we also have office hours. So it's just a little bit more amplified. It's not for everyone. It's really for women that are looking to growing their businesses beyond their zip code. So I don't want to spend too much time on it because it's not for everyone. But if you are looking to really accelerate your business growth, this may be the program for you. And then there are usually our speakers, our coaches, our writers that we feature. So there's a sign up sheet here. And okay, I don't want to spend too much time on that. I want to have time for Q&A. So here's our member directory. So I had mentioned that this would be number 2. So first tip is to get connected with your local chapter. If you don't have a local FemCity, we have a virtual US, a virtual Canada, and a virtual international program. So you always have a house, even if we don't have a physical location in your community. This is our directory. And so you can see, hey, I know her. So you can search the directory by name, by location and experience as well. So let's say you're looking for an architect, or you're looking for a business coach, or maybe you're looking only in your community. So I'm going to go ahead and put in Miami. You can hit search and it'll pull up all the members in Miami. Let's do Toronto just to give it another example. Search, and it pulls up, and then you can actually reach out to them. You can go ahead and see what they are specializing in. This directory is public, by the way. Anyone around the world, regardless of membership or login, can access this. I actually purchased a lot of domains that are like femalebusinessdirectory.com, femaleownedbusinesses.com. Like I bought a bunch of URLs to lead to here. So this is a really big hotspot. So please pick the time to create your profile. So first tip is get connected with your local community. Second one, create your directory. And the third tip I would say is to get involved somehow. I love the virtual community, rather the virtual networking that we do on Wednesdays. I also love the classes. I also love the group coaching. I would do any of those. Here is what I will say. Let me stop sharing my screen. It is a lot of information. There are a lot of benefits. It may be overwhelming. Take the pieces that fit right for you. Do not feel like you have to do all of them. We do not ever like, oh, Andrea didn't show up, let's call her. Like, no, you come and you go as you feel it works for you. If the Monday class works for you, take the Monday class. If the virtual networking, you're traveling, but you still want to be connected, do the Wednesday. Take the pieces a la carte of the ones that really you like. We see that in the Founders Program. They come in, they come out, they take the pieces that work for them. Maybe it's the creative hour, maybe it's the mentorship on Mondays. It's up to you how you want to go ahead and use FemCity. So that would be my third tip, is just to make sure that you do participate. It is a beautiful group. We've been doing this for 16 years. I think we've only kicked out 3 women for being mean. So if someone is mean to you, someone says something inappropriate to you, you send us a complaint. After 3 complaints, we send them an email and we tell them this is not the community for them, for the most part. It's only happened 3 times in 16 years. I think our vibe is definitely different. It's more of a feminine vibe. It's more nurturing. It's not heavy with the masculine energy. So you'll find it's like a really good kind of flow. We believe in becoming friends that build into relationships that then lead into referrals. And that's how we expand our network. So here are the questions that I got. Let me see if there are any questions here. Oh, okay. Sorry, Kesha. I just saw your message like, oh my gosh, my screen, you can't see it. All right, so I got some questions in. Intending to learn more about the benefits of the paid membership. The benefits of the paid membership, for sure, I would do the Tuesday group coaching with me. I think that's really a powerful one. I would also do the virtual networking on Wednesdays. I would definitely fill out your membership directory listing, 100%. And I would reach out to your local president because she's going to introduce you to other women as well. So those would be like the 4 that stand out the most when it comes to the paid membership for the business. If you are a founders member, I would say show up for the Mondays. That's mentorship and roundtable. It's going to kick off your week. You're going to start on a really good note, all organized. I would definitely recommend the Wednesday sessions with us as well. And the third one for the Founders Circle, I would recommend signing up to be a teacher or a speaker on the topics that come up that are in your expertise, because we promote it through the Sunday email, we promote it on Instagram, we promote it on Facebook. It's a really good place to leverage your name and to grow your following. So those are the 3, if you're a Founder Circle, those are the 3 that I would start with. Next question, what resources do you have for new moms in the workforce? So I think for sure for new moms, we do have, I think the virtual networking is a big one on Wednesdays. That's something that you can do. We've had femmes hop on while they're nursing their babies and they can still network. So I would definitely recommend the Wednesday virtual networking. I would definitely recommend the group coaching session with me as well, if you're a new mom, because you can do that from the comfort of your home. And the coffee chats are probably going to be really powerful for you because you can schedule those around the baby schedule and you're still working on developing your referrals. So the coffee chat are definitely, those would be my 3 tips for you on resources for new moms. How do you make the most of FemCity? I think I covered that already. So let me know if you want more. I'm going to move on to the next one. Do you get a one-on-one coaching session with a membership sign up? You don't get a one-on-one coaching session because I have that group coaching on the fourth Tuesday of every month. However, if you are new to the founder circle, I do a 15, 20-minute personalized onboarding with you. I want to get to know you because I do also have PR contacts and speaking opportunities. And so if I know more about your business, I can then send them your way. So that's for the founders. Last question. How do you take advantage of membership as a member not near any physical groups? So again, I love the virtual. We have virtual US, virtual Canada, and virtual international. So I would definitely connect with one of those presidents. It's either Jen Melville, Shoshana Chime, or Naomi Ali. So those are going to be, one of those will be your home, and they have their own programs. So those 3 chapters, they have, on top of what I shared, they have their own monthly programs. They have speakers, they have panels, they have breakout rooms. They do their own stuff. So you're going to find a lot of really good stuff in the virtual space as well. Okay. Thank you so much for the info, Violet. I'm nearly into a year of being a mom and still working on how to balance my career. So any class that you need, Chelsea, let us know. I mean, we do talk a lot about balancing. So if there's anything that you feel, that's part of the journaling also. I felt like the journaling was a huge part. I have 3 kids. Mine are adults now, which is why I invested in Invisalign, because I'm no longer paying for braces for anybody else. So now I'm paying for my own. So I totally get it. Yeah. And then I got another private message. Yes. Anything in the directory that we do not have as an industry, it does not mean that we don't love you. It means that we did not think about it at the time. So just email hello@femcity.com and we will add the industry there. So do not take it personal at all. It's literally, we've tried to think of everything, but there's always something that we miss. So send it over to us and we'll take care of it for you. Chelsea, do you have a question?
I didn't. I was just trying to get off on video and unmuted and stuff to thank you for that, because I was like, it's kind of you're just grasping at straws. You're trying to learn how to parent, and then your life has fully changed. So I'm just excited about some of the resources that you have, though. But.
Yeah, great. And some of our chapters, like Des Moines, where are you located?
Des Moines.
Okay, so Des Moines has a mom and baby program. I don't know if she's running it like in January. I don't know how often Erin runs it, but I do know that there's a huge group of working moms that they gather with the baby so they can still network and not feel like they have to hire a sitter, they have to, all those managing pieces. Mm-hmm. And I think for you, the virtual will be really great because you can do it while you're balancing everything.
That's great to know. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. We thought about doing an evening networking session. We might do that in February. So if that is of interest to you, to do a virtual networking Wednesday night. We did it a couple of years ago and that kind of fizzled out, but we're happy to bring it back because I know for those that work full time, 12 o'clock may not work, but we're happy to add one in the evening.
Yeah, they did have a Wednesday night one for Galentine's Day in Des Moines for the local chapter and stuff. So I signed up for that one stuff. So my husband and I can like swap out at least. So I can make a night one. So.
It's so great. You know what, Chelsea, honestly, for me, I wish I had FemCity when I was raising the 3 kids. I mean, my son's going to be 31. So I've been out of the baby phase for a while. Now we're like looking at like maybe being grandparents in a couple of years. But I remember sometimes it's just meeting other women to just have conversations about regular things, even if you have throw up on yourself. Like that to me is, when I see someone nursing while they're on a session with us, I love that. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, I could never do that, but I'm glad somebody can.
Exactly. All right, Andrea, I see there's a cost to attend the weekly chapter meetings. Is this waived once you officially join? How does that work? So some chapters do, like for Miami, which is where I'm located, Miami does a couple of free events a year for paid members. But usually if we are paying for food and drinks and the venue, we have to pay for that. So that cost is carried over. Our presidents are not killing it on revenue, meaning that they're not getting it for $10 and selling it at $100. Maybe they have a $5 cushion to cover taxes and service fees. So generally it's the same price that we're paying. But whatever we're paying, we just add that as a ticket price. Paid members do usually get, though, $15 to $20 discount. So that's part of the benefit, is that you should be getting a discount on the pricing. It's not all the time, meaning because some of the events are free, but there is definitely usually a little bit of a discount for you all, or a free for members to attend. Okay. All right. We have 5 minutes. Anything you guys want to talk about? Anything you want to share? And thanks for being so kind with my Invisalign. And I'm better at speaking. It was really bad last week, and I was in pain. I don't know how kids do it. I don't know how kids do it.
I did the Invisalign, I want to say about 20 years ago, like when it first came out. And
Oh boy.
and I remember talking with it. Took quite a while to get used to it, but the more you wear it, the more it corrects. So I was constantly wearing it, but yeah, it can be painful.
Yeah, last week. So Lynn used to be a dental hygienist before now she's our COO. But when I first got them on, I was like, oh my gosh, Lynn, I can't even, it was so much pressure everywhere. And I was like, I can't even work. I mean, this is like awful. And Lynn was like, no, just keep it going. It'll get better. Even my daughter, my 18-year-old, was like, Mom, it gets better, it gets better. And it does. It's just, I'm still trying to figure out how to talk with it. So anyway, thank you for the kindness. I appreciate it.
And I just wanted to mention, so I actually have been a member for a while, but I don't know if you remember me. So I used to be in Toronto, Vaughan area, and then I moved out here to Niagara Falls, and I actually chatted with Lynn a couple of years ago about starting a chapter in Niagara. Things weren't right at the time. But now I find myself at a stage where I'm now reinventing and figuring out what I want to do now with the next little while. So I'm like, you know what, FemCity is the perfect place to come back to, because I know I've been away from the community because I moved out here and then I didn't have a chapter, and so that's why I attended today, was just to understand and I guess familiarize myself with the site and what's there is to offer. I know there's a group in Hamilton Waterdown. I think that's resurrecting soon, and so I'm trying to figure out, do I join the virtual one? Do I join that one? Can you join two, or you really encouraged to join one?
It's really one, because we want you to make relationships.
Right.
We want you to establish friendships. Yeah, Hamilton is relaunching, and that's going to be amazing. It's a great question, because I'm sure some will be like, "Huh, what does it take to start a chapter, a FemCity chapter?" So I'll just share a couple.
Sure, yeah, and this was years ago, so I don't recall the particulars of the conversation that I had with Lynn, but yeah.
So we are on a growth pattern. I think we've launched like 5 new chapters in the last couple of weeks. It's been so amazing and so wonderful. So what does it take? Usually, the presidents that do very well are ones that love people. They love women, meaning they love the power of women coming together. I remember years ago, we had someone who was like, you know what? I realized I really don't like bringing women together. I'm not really passionate about helping women. I was like, well, then this might not be for you. So that's why I say that. So I think the key part is creating your board. So, anywhere between 5 to 9 women. So having them handy, having someone that can help you with social media, a PR person, a photographer, maybe a vice president to help you. I think it's really fun. I was FemCity Miami president for many years. Lynn was FemCity Toronto president for many years. Right. I had so much fun because I created a team of women that I loved working with. And every, month we would come up with really fun programs and events that really brought women together and created that mood that we wanted. The cost is $100. So I know people think it's going to be like a couple $1,000 because it looks like a franchise. It's $100. If you take over a chapter like Albuquerque, we just have a new president. It was nothing for her because the city already existed. In essence, we have to buy the URL. We have to set up the report system. We have to set up your webpage. So there's a lot. We actually spend a couple $100 setting it all up, but we charge $100 so that there's at least some sort of investment into it. Our presidents do get commission, so they get a percentage of the membership that comes through. Do they make $1 million? No. Do they make a couple $100 a month? Yeah, a couple hundred. Some make $1,000. So, and some do like local sponsorships. Some actually pull the money and they donate it to the community. Some of them, like say, you know what, I made this money, I want to spend it on my board, or I want
That's
to
what I
donate
was
it.
going to ask about. Is it transferable to a charity or something like
It's
that?
yeah,
Yeah.
whichever, and or you can even put it in. Some of our presidents put it in a pot, and then the board members, they either take the board members out to dinner, or they buy swag and they give it out to their members, or it's whatever.
Yeah.
Every president's different. Some presidents do it as a full-time business, and they have like sponsorships, and that's their full-time business, and they should be making money. I want them to make a lot of money. Some do it part-time, but really using the platform to showcase their brand, because you can use it to be in newspapers, magazines, podcasts. I mean, you leverage that title. We've been around for 16 years. We have an impeccable reputation. We've been in every business magazine, even Vogue, Mary Claire, Cosmopolitan, like we've been everywhere. So using that to promote your own brand is totally what we help you do as well. Both, everything should be growing, your outreach and your impact. So
amazing. Yeah, I think the reason I was a little intimidated might not be the word, but a few years ago was because I had just moved here and I didn't know anyone.
yeah.
And so I'm like, who am I going to get? So I think so, and we were just coming out of COVID, so like nobody socialized.
Timing is everything. Yeah, timing is everything.
But now I've made a few more contacts in the community, so yeah, something I will think about. Yeah.
Timing is everything. All right, ladies. Well, I know our time is up. I will be back next Tuesday for Get to Know FemCity. It's a little bit different. We kind of go through the history of FemCity, how we got to where we are today. And it's also a really good time if you have questions and you just want to hop on and ask it. It's the same kind of feel. There's no anxiety. There's no stress. It's like just all of us hanging out, sharing information. So, and then the first Tuesday is always the workshop. Second one is this. Third one is Get to Know FemCity. And the fourth Tuesday is the group coaching. Please join me there. I love doing it. Pick my brain. Ask me whatever questions you want. I'm happy to give you everything I have in order to help you. So anyway, all right, ladies. Love you all. Bye. Thanks for being a part of FemCity.